New into stock, we have a BMW 5 Series 2 litre 520D M Sport. It's a saloon, it's a 2015 on a 15 plate. It has only done 28,643 miles. I've been using this car. It's a really nice car to drive. I've got to say, one of the best saloons I think to drive around in. Fuel economy, very, very economical too. It's only £30 a year to road tax. Urban miles per gallon 54.3, extra urban 68.9, and combined is 62.8. Top speed of 145 miles an hour, 0 to 60 in 7.7 seconds, and it's a 190 brake horsepower engine. It has got also, just dispose of that a second, it has this little switch here on the gear tunnel: comfort, economy and sport. You've also got Eco Pro. Now, Eco Pro, it shows you on the dashboard how many miles per gallon you've gained by having it in Eco Pro, which is a really good idea. However, you've got to put it into Eco Pro. Now, all cars these days have this stupid stop-start thing on. It automatically goes onto stop-start and you have to knock it off. If you want your engine to continue running at traffic lights, you've got to knock it off. But yet the Eco Pro doesn't default to Eco Pro unless there's a way in the, I don't know, the settings that you can do it, which I don't know about. So Eco Pro's great. It accelerates as fast as you need to. It drives great, it drives smooth, the steering's nice, and then you can change it to comfort. To be honest, you notice a little bit of difference, mostly in the revs, mostly when you're pressing the accelerator, and then sport, dynamic, whatever you want to call it. The steering wheel feels different, the car feels different, it revs higher, and so what. Service history. We get all these books in the car, in the BMW from new. Get all these books. Tells you all about the radio, navigation system, the controls, but you don't get a service book. It's digital service history these days, which again is stupid, because dealers like ourselves, we check to make sure the car has been serviced. I know it's very easy for people to just buy a stamp off eBay and stamp them, but it's not very easy to hack into the garage's computer system that you've said serviced it and build up a false service history. So we always, if there's anything funny, we always get to the bottom of it. BMW, again, they've got digital service history. A book would be nice. You can just go straight to it, take the book into the garage, ring the dealer, make sure it's been done. Quite often they forget to put the date on, they get the date wrong, they get the mileage wrong, it's in kilometres. The service administrators make all sorts of mistakes, and we spend half our lives checking and making sure that the car is actually what we say it is when we sell it. BMW, again, this book here, you can mostly bring it up on the computer, which is a great thing. It really is. That's a good thing. But then service history, you ring the dealers up, they're not very helpful, I've got to say. They're probably very, very busy, and they're probably the reason they forget to put the mileage on, or the date, or to get the mileage wrong or the date wrong. They're probably too busy. However, on the dash here, multimedia, radio, telephone, navigation, contacts, connected drive, vehicle information, settings. So if you go into vehicle information, you've got efficient dynamics, quick reference, picture search, owner's handbook, onboard computer, trip computer, vehicle status. You select vehicle status. Then you've got tyre pressure monitor, perform reset, engine oil level, measure engine oil level, service requirements, check control. So if we just go back to service requirements, click on that. Front brake pads, rear brake pads, vehicle inspection, engine oil, brake fluid, vehicle check. There's okay all by that. And then we go back to service history, click on service history, then it tells you when it was serviced. In this case, the 24th of the 2nd, 2017, by BMW, 18,145 miles. Super. BMW dealer 28986. I've no idea who that is. So if I need to phone them up, I probably have to phone BMW themselves, ask which dealer that is, get their number, then ring them, and then go through all the rigmarole that we used to go through before. It's insane idea, absolutely insane. Also, you get these mileage correction services these days where they'll set your mileage. It's a digital thing. They'll set your mileage to whatever. Now, I'm pretty sure it's not going to be long before they'll be able to go into there. If they can reset the mileage, they'll be able to make some fictitious service history up that most dealers won't check. The manufacturers are making it so easy to clock cars these days. It's ridiculous. I've been in the trade all my life, and the job is just getting worse. It's getting harder. It's getting harder to check, and there's more people taking shortcuts. We don't do that, so it's taking us longer and longer to sell cars. Anyway, gripe over. Oh, some other things about the BMW. You're driving along, parking space, you've got reversing sensors front and rear. However, if you're just reversing into a space and there isn't a solid object at the back of it, it's just a parking space with another parking space at the back, you can't really see where you are. So, car dealers, especially when we're doing the forecourt, we open the door to look out. You open the door, car goes into park. It's and you know, stuff like that is the reason why there's so many stupid people alive today. That didn't need inventing. It's ridiculous. Right. Oh, and another thing, one more thing, won't affect many people, probably just me. The cup holders are there. You get your Starbucks venti latte, you put it in there. That switch there is your stability control. You put your coffee in there and you knock your stability control off. So it's stupid people are okay. People that like coffee are more likely to die in this car than somebody who's completely stupid. I'll take you for a drive in it now. I do have some positive things to say. I'm in a fairly bad mood with BMW at the moment. We're all in the news threatening to pull out of the UK. And I think we're probably the third largest market, so if they do pull out, then bye bye BMW. Let's sell something else. It won't bother me. I've worked for BMW dealer. Probably the apart from now, the happiest time in my sales career. Worked for a guy called Ian Blenkinsop at Ian Anthony Bolton. Guy was way ahead of his time. So was the dealership. We had our own canteen. The staff were well looked after. We even had a lift up to the canteen. It was a fantastic place to work for. So I have those good memories of BMW. That's the stop-start. Now, if you just watch it shake when and all cars do this, not just BMW. When this car's ticking over, you can balance a coin on the dashboard. However, when it starts up, it shakes the coin off the dashboard, which shows you the stress it's putting through the car each and every time you start up. It starts at the front with a little cog on the starter motor, turning your dual mass flywheel, and shaking the whole car. Again, stupid. Your engine mounts, your gearbox, all that sort of stuff, all gets a lot more wear with this start-stop. So I advise you shut that off and switch the Eco Pro on and actually save yourself some money. The car is finished in white. It's got black Dakota leather with contrast stitching. I think it's ivory stitching. And automatic. We've got paddle shift. We've got a height and reach adjustable steering wheel. We've got headlamp wash. Alloy wheels. We've got electric door mirror. electric windows. Another brilliant idea. It's keyless ignition. However, it's not keyless entry. So you have to get the key out of your pocket to open the doors, and then well, you may as well you've got it out of your pocket, you may as well put it in a slot in the ignition, and at least you know where it is. We've got sat nav. Okay. Car's gone off again. As you can tell, we've also got hands-free Bluetooth. Once your phone is paired to the Bluetooth system, you can also stream audio through the speakers in the car. The car does drive very, very nicely. As I say, I've been using it myself for the last few weeks. Very economical. And once in a while, and I've had lots of 5 Series cars, lots of Cavaliers in the old days, Mercedes C-Class and E-Class, and when you're entitled to a certain car, you can have all sorts of things. You get fed up with the colours, you have different colours inside and so on, but basically the engine and the running gear are the same. However, every so often you'll get a car, even though it's the same model, it's the same price and everything, you'll get a car that runs better than all the others. I can remember when the new Cavaliers came out, I had one, and I think it was VRN 66Y, so that shows you how bad, but it drove a heck of a lot better than any of the others. And it's the same with this BMW 5 Series. I can't really fault the drive. It's quiet, the ride isn't harsh as cars with run flats usually are. It's just a very, very nice car. I would think, judging by the wear inside, it's had a fastidious owner. It's been really well looked after. I don't think the mileage has been done by lots of short trips, in which case if it has and they don't switch the stop-start off, you can tend to feel that the engine's it feels a bit loose at the front end when it starts up. Everything shakes a little bit more on the car that's done more motorway miles. This is a lovely, lovely car. It's got the Ecotechnic system, and when you're braking, I'll try and show you this little gauge here. When you're braking, you can see charge going back into the battery, which then means that the alternator has to do less work to keep the battery charged up. It stores the electricity, and hence you get more miles to the gallon because the engine's not working as hard to drive everything. The air con's fantastic. You see there, when I put my foot on the accelerator, the gauge goes across there. As I take my foot off, it's going up to the blue sweet spot, and when you're going downhill and it's kind of engine braking, hi, I'm just tied up at the moment. Could I call you back in a short while?
Okay, I just want to let you know I'm taking the car on Sunday, yeah?
You're coming for the car on Sunday, that's brilliant. We'll see you then.
Brilliant.
Okay, well that's good news. The customer is actually on this car, so our customers will never see this. So I don't know. I can now tell you I've pretty much made my mind up. If BMW and any other companies car companies pull out of the UK due to Brexit and so on, then I'll be pulling out of selling their cars. So there you go. Having said that, I've sold a lot of BMWs in the past. I just wish the UK had our own motor industry, selling our own cars and not assembling them for other people. And that would make me a happy man, relatively. So it looks like I'm not going to get up to 70 along here. In fact, it looks like I'm going to be at a standstill in a short while. Chap very kindly letting me pull in. I was hoping to be able to show you how economical it is at 70. It's basically just ticking over. Very big boot. Let's see what we've got. We've got this kind of checker plate aluminium inset to the all along the dash, the gear tunnel, the door cards. Looks pretty good, more modern than wood, whether you like it or not. We've got sport seats, electric adjustment, height and backrest adjustment, although leg space is done by an actual handle. We've got xenon headlights. It's really, really nicely finished off. And again, it's probably one of the latest cars before they start going to iPad displays and stuff that's going to cost a fortune to fix in the future, or even more. So electric stop-start with the stop-start knock-off switch there. We've got temperature gauge in the dash here showing 29.5 degrees outside in the UK, which is unbelievable. That's perhaps the car to be in today. Fuel gauge at the left-hand side. Speedo. In the speedo you have your little economy gauge showing you how many miles you've clawed back that you're not really entitled to by driving economically. On the right hand side, rev counter and then coolant temperature. At the bottom here you've got your trip computer. I can just see that. So there you go, that's showing you how many miles you've got left before you need to refill. Average miles to the gallon. This has been around the garage while it's been clean, so it's only showing 37.7 at the moment, but that will go up quickly. As I say, it is a very, very economical car. And average miles per hour. So if I go to media now, my phone is actually synced to the car. If I go to media and then turn that up to multimedia, external devices, sound, CD. That's Spirit in the Sky, Norman Greenbaum, Blast from the Past. It's great sound in the car. You can also, from there, from the multimedia, if you just click down, turn down to sound, there you can control treble, bass, balance, fader, and the volume settings. Oops, still playing. Don't want YouTube to knock the soundtrack off. Handles very, very nicely. If you knock the gear stick, the gear selector over to the left, you can then use it as a semi-automatic, changing gear like so. You use the paddle shift to override. Got cruise control here. There you go. Just click that little switch up there. I'm just going to have to move over. So cruise is easy enough to set. Heated seats. Very nice ride, very smooth. No noises, knocks, no wheel balancing. The car's sat on, I think it's Pirellis all round. So steering is just very, very precise. And you don't get the feeling with this one that the tyres have been, or the rubber on the wheels has been replaced with grinding discs. It feels like you're ripping the road up as you're going along. It's a real nice, smooth drive. I'll just try and show you this. We're in Eco Pro. Let's just see. Eco Pro at the moment. And then we'll get to, we're doing 40 in Eco Pro. Then if I click it forward, that goes into comfort. See the revs move, only slightly, but they do move. Now this guy's in front of us doing 30 miles an hour. Right, so we'll do 30 miles an hour in Eco Pro. Changed into top, we're doing 1,000 revs, so it's barely ticking over. Click it forward, we go into comfort, the revs go up slightly, the speed goes up slightly, but I've not moved my foot. And then we go into sport, car changes down, car's going faster, it's doing more revs, again I've not moved my foot. So basically it just, I don't know, it just gives you a longer pedal travel, an artificially long pedal travel. But the car is great. As soon if I can remember to put it into Eco Pro, then that's how I drive. Just it takes a little longer to kick down, but it's certainly fine for me. Nice and comfortable, fit 4 adults in. Again, we get to this corner and there's a lorry coming the other way. Got a good front central armrest here. Opens up. Got USB auxiliary in. And a bit of storage space as well. Now, just going down the hill, we're in Eco Pro. I'll just turn the fan down a bit and foot off the accelerator. As we start going down, the car's momentum, there you go. I put my foot on the brake and the charging, it's regenerating now from braking, and it's putting charge back into the battery. So as soon as you take your foot off the accelerator and touch the brake, it starts to charge the battery. And I think the sweet spot is probably neutral, and as you accelerate there, it shows you're actually using power. So on here, touch the brake, and there you go, it's up to charge. I'd like to know how much you save from braking going down hills in fuel, the actual monetary cost, and how much a set of discs and pads cost, and whether one outweighs the other. Because I'm braking now and it's charging, but obviously also you're using the your material on your pads. I think what we need is BMW to pull out of the UK, and Mr. Dyson and what's his name, John Elliott, in charge of EBAC, the UK washing machine manufacturer, who seems like a really, really clever guy. We need them two to collaborate and make cars, preferably not electric ones. Okay, I'll just show you how to delete a mobile from the Bluetooth system in this BMW 520. First of all, from any screen into telephone, you see their Bluetooth menu, connect further devices. So Bluetooth menu, add new, Bluetooth, paired, Barry's iPhone, onto Barry's iPhone, click sideways, and then you've got switch off, configure device, remove device. I want to remove it. That's it gone. You can go through, work through individually, take each one out as you please. Right. Just show you how to pair your mobile to the Bluetooth system in this BMW. So first of all, we make sure Bluetooth is on. Now personally, I just wait to see if anything comes up here. Usually it does, but if not, you can always go into telephone, especially if the system's not switched on. Okay, I'm fed up waiting, so we'll go into telephone, and then you've got please pair Bluetooth device, connect further devices in Bluetooth menu, Bluetooth menu, Bluetooth menu, add a new device. You see there there's a tick next to Bluetooth. If there's no tick, obviously tick that, and then that activates it. So add new device. Please use your BT device to start searching for BT devices. The vehicle will identify itself as BMW 10507, BMW 10507. Click on there. Bluetooth pairing request 055257 pair, and if it matches that, click OK. Not very often, but you could be parked next to somebody else who's got their Bluetooth switched on, and you can pick up theirs, or in a garage like this you can pick up any amount of other vehicles. I don't want it to allow my contacts to sync. I was using this car, but we've just sold it today, so don't allow, but you will. Just taking its time there. Checking passkey, pay attention to prompts on Bluetooth device. Functions of the device: Barry's iPhone, telephone 1, yes, that's fine with me. BMW 10507 connected. You've also got a tick next to Bluetooth audio. Now if that's not ticked, it will stream audio through the Bluetooth from your mobile, so make sure that's ticked. Accept and connect. It was already connected anyway. Great thing with the audio system in this BMW 520 is you can also stream audio through the via Bluetooth through the radio. So if you go into your iTunes, onto a record there, you see the red triangle with the 3 red circles. Just click on there, make sure there's a tick next to it. If it's showing there will be, but if you don't see it, click on the red triangle and just make sure the tick's there. So tick's on, back on there, it's playing now, it's on full blast. If we then go to media, Barry's iPhone 10, make sure that's switched on, and then so that's it playing through the audio system. Okay, I'll just show you how to set the sat nav in this BMW. From any screen, click nav, which is the bottom right hand one there. If you click across there, you've got settings here. If you click to the left, you can go on to this. Click to the left, you can go on to these different icons. If you click to the left again, you've got the one we're after: destination input, map, recent destinations, points of interest. So turn the thumb wheel until you get to destination input. We want United Kingdom anyway. That's the town. Click on the town and you can put a postcode in. So we are Grosvenor Garage, Chorley Road, Waltleydale, Preston, PR. Now we need to go to numbers. Click on further characters, 5, 4, and then we need to go back. It's defaulted back to letters, J, S, and then click OK using the thumb wheel. That's it. Turn it down to start guidance, click start guidance.
In 100 yards you will have reached your destination.
So I'll just show you again from that screen. If you click left and left again, it brings up the navigation instructions, which is what you want. Destination input there again, Grosvenor Garage, Chorley Road, Preston, PR. Now that was the letters, we need numbers, so turn round to there and you see further characters. Click further characters, then 5, 4, defaults back to letters, J, S. It's defaulted to OK. Click OK just by clicking the selector button, and then turn the rotary down to start guidance. In
100 yards you will have reached your destination.